day. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Pylon set to kick off. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Derrick.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. A first down carry for Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon. Ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman. Won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and the Pac-12 championship. 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week. Was the MVP of the game, but I thought he was the MVP of the week the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Taken down behind the line.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Harold Landry gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
It's interesting, partner, that they're kind of giving up points, but you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
36 yards.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Rolling to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Henry. And some room to work. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Tannehill steps away. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Stephen Gostkowski set to
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Herbert has it knocked free. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Derrick Henry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Smith catches left. A gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll run here with Eckler. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets it to Brown, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings
Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that'll set him back 5. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A 10-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Short pass caught by Henry. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chargers.
From the gun, Herbert toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
On the ground, it's Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Herbert now. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 14.
This is Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Handoff.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Brings up third down.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
He's set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen.
Pass. Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Mike.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Justin Herbert.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
35-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Now Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans.
And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
From the gun, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Titans. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Taken down.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
Stephen Gostkowski set.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. line. They're not messing around. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Once more, here's Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not
great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, it's Henry. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
By Kenneth Murray. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A 1st down carry for Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 9. On the ground, this is McNichols. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Jeremy McNichols.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's get 49.
Derrick Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will extend this big lead.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
53, check 53. In your face.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Will Compton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by...
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 6.
On 3rd down, Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a gain of 8. makes it 3rd and 4.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Tennessee Titans.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Herbert over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be 2nd down.
By Kevin Byers.
To throw again. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Titans getting set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Past the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 46 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
4 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For Hunter Henry.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Khalif Raymond now. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017, changing of the guard games, where a team that hadn't been very good
and that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Henry.
At the 44.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's second down. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Taken in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And after the early struggles, we've seen the uptick in his numbers. Do you think maybe it was a meeting on the sideline to say, hey, get me the ball. I'm a key part of this offense.
Those guys don't wait to get to the sidelines. They say it in the huddle on every snap, get them the ball. But I think what happens is, similar to a great running back, have some patience, have some confidence, and just know that over the course of a game, your talents are going to win out. You're going to find a way to make plays, and I think that's what we're seeing here. He's finally figured out some things they're doing to him on defense, and he's adjusted accordingly.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away.
Fielded at about the 28.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Justin Herbert sacked. A 10-yard loss on
the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
12.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Justin Herbert.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff on.